Yo, we are here. The Ball Central Podcast, and I know we are short on host today. I can explain. Elijah, business, Akeem, bowling, teaching the youth how to bowl in other countries. Just a phenomenal talent, phenomenal human being. Shout out to Akeem. He's out here helping our youth in bowling. So shout out to Akeem. We are here, the Halloween episode, since next week will be November officially for us as we're recording on Tuesday. We have myself and John and Mr. IBT, Mr. Kid Adidas 26. We got our very special guest, Lawrence.
Kid Adidas 26. Oh man, I missed that handle. Listen, I changed it and it messed up my whole Twitter. I can't get anything from years ago now. But
really?
Kid Adidas.
One of the things I always remember that username. So
yeah.
Also for podcasts, you could look down below. We're available on a lot of different sites. YouTube, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and Anchor, and that other app we used to use because we don't like them anymore. John knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah, no, you can.
Fuck that audio. So
Yep.
Also, visually, if you want to see our beautiful faces on Spotify and YouTube. So, before we start, how's everyone's day going? Just like a little check-in. As Mr. Lawrence would say, on every Wednesday, live 8:30.
Nah, I feel good, man. I had an injury over the past 3 weeks. Feels much better. So getting through the week, like you said, tomorrow is IBTE Sports. So,
Thursday Junior. Yeah.
Thursday Junior. Nah, I think you gotta keep it Friday Junior only. That's too fast forward in the week. But nah, I feel good, man. I'm happy to be here. Appreciate y'all for having me on.
Hey, we got to extend the invite. We invited John a couple weeks ago. Got to extend the invite. Make sure you're here.
Hell yeah!
Yes, sir. We gotta have them when everybody, as we say, when everybody's on, when Neil's there and everything.
Big facts. I'd love to come back. You know what it is.
Yeah, because he wants to experience Neil. I don't know.
I like we got to say sometimes. You know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe he pulls it, but I mean, it's funny.
Don't boost his ego.
I just love PR John. He knows exactly what to say and when to say it. Shout out to PR John. Speaking of John, how are you doing?
Very good, very good. Had an interesting weekend football wise. Humbling when it comes to fantasy. I don't know if you've gone through a week like that yet, Phil, but I was humbled this week with people trying to score points. But overall, pretty good. It's a little loomy in Jersey. A lot of fog. We're getting like this little mini downpour, so like it's just breezing through, and then we'll experience the fall foliage and stuff. It's looking good overall. I'm shooting a Sweet 16 this weekend, so I'm excited.
Hey, nice.
Photography
skills on point.
You know what it is?
Shout out John. As for myself, let's get that. We're here to talk today about the NFL and NBA, but I'm just gonna skip right to it. Yeah, not a very good weekend sports-wise. Fantasy-wise, it did decent, but we'll talk about why very soon. It's a very, very tragic weekend for myself. But hey, it is what it is. Okay, so we're starting to the topics. Who has a favorite game or player of the week? I know John wants to get his out of the way as soon as possible. I want to hear it as soon as possible too. So, what you got, John?
I'm gonna dedicate the favorite player of the week to Bryce Hall, who just went down from the Jets with injury, and he had a hell of a season. And hopefully, I'm voting for him for offensive rookie of the year, but he electrified us and put us on a nice little path. And I'm gonna miss him. Can't wait to see him back next year. It's gonna be exciting. But my favorite game of the week was the Chicago Bears versus New England Patriots. This is the first time in 20 years that we saw the quarterback controversy in New England. And I'd also like to congratulate the Chicago Bears with a win, baby! I don't know if you know what this is.
Aren't the Bears 4-3?
I think they're 2-5. I think they're 3-5, maybe. 3-4.
The win, baby.
3-4, maybe 3-4 or 4-3. One of the two.
Last week on the podcast, I almost took the Bears, and Phil looked at me and went, "John, you ain't taking no Bears. Come on, you taking the Patriots. You know the Patriots are gonna win by a mile. And if not, well, it'll be the first thing we talk about next week on the podcast. So talking about it. But
hey, I'm glad you agreed with me. So that means no lead in the pick'ems. So big break.
Playing games, that's you, Phil.
Yeah. Marge, you got a special one in your heart for last week?
I'm gonna go with Cole. I couldn't pick one. Two guys that played really good. One saved me in fantasy. The other is a rookie, and played in a big time game in Las Vegas, or not Las Vegas, Los Angeles. I'm gonna give Kenneth Walker and Mecole Hardman 3 touchdowns for Mecole. They may have not been super impressive. He got the ball in the end zone, had a breakout game, and then Kenneth Walker, 170 yards, man. Put the game on ice with I think a 75-yard run with 7 minutes left in the game. To step on the necks of Justin Herbert and the Chargers. And then my favorite game it would have probably been the Chiefs game, because it's pretty impressive. You get to add CMC and then you get trampled like that. The Chiefs look really, really good right now.
They do.
So, yeah.
They do.
For me, I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna head to Cincinnati with this one. Jamar Chase scared us a little bit with that injury before the half ended, but hey, went off against a very weak Atlanta secondary, missing their star corner and AJ Terrell, and that won me some points in fantasy. But I think he's to about 30 for me in the ESPN league, so shout out to him. And for the game of the week for me, I'm gonna go with let's go Packers and Commanders. Came down to the wire.
I like it.
A lot of plays coming from the Commanders. Taylor Heineke is undefeated in the NFL as of right now, as this season. So, Taylor Heineke, very good defense that held the Packers in check. Aaron Jones had 2 receiving touchdowns. Aaron Rodgers struggles to get with the offense, and a lot of desperate plays, and especially that last play, a lot of laterals from that one. So, hey, the Legends are in trouble right now. Rodgers and Brady all looking for help. Huh?
Scary Terry's back too. Finally showed up.
Nah, it's Heineke. They got a good connection. From even from last year, you can look at the games when he came in and was quarterback.
So 18 points. I can do that every week. Keep Heineke. You know what I'm saying? Let that man run around a little bit.
Hey, right. Hey, like I said, the old quarterbacks. I think Lawrence touched on some old podcasts. It's out with the old and with the new. Rodgers and Brady's are struggling.
It's time to step aside.
You guys think so?
It's time for these. It's time for the dinosaurs to go.
That's wild.
It's the end of an era. They gotta go. They're holding on. Brady, you gotta go.
Matt Ryan. I got
that. He said Lamar Jackson's gotta go.
No, Lamar Jackson, Patrick Mahomes. Those
yeah.
Showing up. Herbert.
Yeah, Matt Ryan's holding on. He should have been. He should have been just with grace.
I don't know. I get Matt Ryan, but I'm talking about I would say Aaron Rodgers doesn't have enough weapons. You give him enough weapons, you're saying he's not there?
But my rebuttal to that is you signed back and you knew what you were signing up for.
No, I know. I 100% get that. So, don't get me wrong. But, he signed back for 3 years, right? So, I don't think he's going to retire just yet. He might. But
with the way this year's going,
the way he's throwing people under the bus, saying people need to get their reps cut and
throwing people under the bus.
I'm
not sticking up for him there, but
the receivers ain't gonna change overnight unless they make a trade. So
I think Lazard's stepping up. I think he's doing better for the past 2 games at least. Not great, but
I heard Brandon Cooks and Jerry Jeudy is generating some buzz around. Hey, desperate time call for desperate measures.
Yeah.
So.
Elijah
first, absolutely. But they're not trading him, right? Or
yeah, they're not. He's a first-round pick. Come on now. He's really a second-round pick, but he's overall, in our hearts, he's a first. Right?
Okay, so let's get this game out the way because fuck this game. Bears Patriots. Not a lot from the Zappy Magic we talked about the first couple games. That finally ran out. The Bears took advantage. The Bears defense holding, smothering the Patriots. The Patriots offense slowing down. Not a lot of good plays. Mac Jones threw a pick, came out. Zappy threw some picks, 2 I think exactly, and allowed 30-plus points to the Bears offense, who was struggling most of the season. So, yeah, not a very good outing from New England, especially at home against favorites through all the sports books. So
heavy
favorites. But
8.5 points. That's a lot.
Yeah. So What was our reaction to this game?
Who wants to go first, Lawrence? You want to go first?
Yeah, I'll go. My reaction to the game was, this is why you don't call for quarterback after quarterback after quarterback, because then you find out that these guys are not that guy. It's just that simple. Like, he may have had some good games in the past 2 weeks. He gets in and he throws. He completed some tough passes in those first couple passes to get the crowd going. But as you saw, those windows started to shrink. Defense started to get to him and everything like that. And the interceptions and stuff like that, because of inexperience at the end of the day. I still feel like Mac Jones should have just stayed in the game. He should tough it out. I don't know what Bill was thinking. He said both of them were going to play, and we never see Mac Jones play again. So I'm confused on that. But Justin Fields and the Bears, they look fairly decent. Like, what they should have been doing, the rollouts, short passes, getting him on the move, and don't sit him as a statue, because he struggles to, like, drop back and really read the defense, get rid of the ball in time. He holds on to it too long. That's, like, kind of his biggest knock. But seeing that the positive stuff from them was a good sign. Seeing Mooney get going. He had Cole Kmet making some plays. Even St. Brown, you had Dante Pettis. Dante Pettis made a lot of plays yesterday too. But nah, I just thought the game was. I didn't expect the game to be that high scoring, to be honest. I didn't expect the Bears to almost go 40 points. I wouldn't even put money on that. So I think both teams still got things to figure out, especially the Patriots. They got to figure out obviously who they want quarterback. But I think you go with Mac Jones. That's my siding. I don't think Mac Jones is out. He's hurt. He comes back. That's your guy. You rock with him, and then that's that.
That's interesting. I mean, it begs the question. You know what I mean? Will this end up like it ended up 20 years ago, in the fact of, like, we don't care who you are, where you come from. You know what I mean? Whoever runs our offense the best, starts. So I mean, he does look throwing wise, like the eye test. He just looks more mobile. He did throw 2 touchdowns, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. One. He threw one. He came in. Yep. He went 5 for 6, and then had 100 yards, and then that TD to Jacoby in the top left. Yeah.
Then it went down south.
But I mean, I don't know. Realistically, I picked this as my game of the week just because it's interesting to see Justin Fields get a win like that. You know what I mean? I think that's something you got to build off of, especially if the Packers are struggling, especially if you see the Vikings lose. You know what I mean? Like, it's really anybody's division still, I think. I don't know, especially with Aaron Rodgers being down. You know what I mean? So I don't know. It's interesting. Patriots play the Jets though next week, and the Jets just lost their best running back. So I mean, like, it's
Elijah Tucker as well.
But we traded for James Robinson. Okay, we did lose Elijah Tucker, so our run game's going to be down. But we traded for James Robinson, and it's going to be interesting. I do think Lawrence, you brought it up for a second, like the CMC, like that game was your game of the week, right?
Yeah. The Niners and Chiefs.
I think the Niners will do better the more he gets in like put in the offense.
He looked good. I mean, I think he, when that game was going on, you could see that he didn't. Not saying he probably did. He's not smart, but he wasn't a part of the game plan as much.
Yeah,
he got simpler plays.
And like, I mean, you played running back in college, right?
Yeah.
So like, how involved you're going to be in every single quarter. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And, like, he just got traded, so he doesn't know anything. Really, realistically, I'm not trying to be like that, but like the top secret like NFL knowledge. You know what I mean? Okay, we're going to run you like 10 times in the fourth. You know what I mean? Or more, because we want the clock to run out.
I'll say, if you're getting only 10 touches in the fourth, I know you're upset. Fourth quarter is where playmakers come. I know you'd be very upset. Hey, we're only let you touch the ball 10 times total.
It depends what the 10 touches is. That's a good amount in the fourth quarter. It depends on how many possessions there are.
So get your best playmaker to play. Yeah.
Because if you get 2 possessions and they're lengthy drives and you touch the ball 10 times out of those 2 drives, that's fairly decent. 6-4, 5-5. It is what it is. But
At the end of the day, give your best players the ball.
That's
He'll eventually get there. It's only his first game with the 49ers. Also, we have another Patriot / former Patriot losing as well. Tom Brady being upset by the Carolina Panthers. Very ugly game from them. He was so bad that the Browns had to go cheer up Mike Evans after the game. But
what was that about? Can we talk about that before we continue? What was that about? Were they really asking for autographs? Like,
no. They were. They were
about golf. Like,
huh?
He said something about golf. Realistically, like that's what
it just looked bad when you hand in a piece of paper and a pen to somebody. It just looks bad.
I hear that.
So
I know. Let us know how many calls you want.
Write down like a golf course. You know what I mean?
He's like, Tom got a hole open over here. Let's go.
I mean, they lost. So, I mean, it's just.
Yeah, it was just very disappointing for the Bucs. You know, you have the Panthers that don't have CMC anymore. Robbie Anderson got shipped. There's not a lot of playmakers there, and yet you Godwin's healthy. I think Mike Evans is healthy somewhat. You have Fournette. You still have a good offense, and you don't produce.
Good for the Panthers.
Very troublesome if you're a Buccaneers fan, and very happy if you're a Falcons fan at the moment. So.
And the Saints fan, chill out. We still here.
You're one still game.
There? We 2-5. We 1 game out.
Okay, you are.
1 game out.
And
we got the tie against the Falcons. It's gonna come back to haunt them.
Oh shit! You're right.
Hey, I'm very excited. So, what we thought about the Bucs Panthers?
It just shows that you need. We've been saying it. You got the combination. It's a combination of a lot of things. You got the receivers not being as healthy earlier on, not as in rhythm. Then you got Tom Brady, the whole off the field stuff that he's going through, and then the offensive linemen are hurt. Defense is not playing the same. I just think the team is they look tired. Quite frankly, that's what it looks like. It's tough to sustain being dominant for a long time, or multiple seasons in and out in the same fashion too. So I didn't expect the Panthers to even get close to beating them, but they showed that they wanted it more. You can see it in the game.
That's a DJ Moore reappearance.
And he showed up. He didn't show up all season. I thought he was Allen Robinson from last season for a second.
Right, it's like Baker Mayfield and Sam Darnold isn't my quarterback anymore. Let's go, PJ Walker.
PJ Walker, and he's the starter going forward.
Hey, I mean,
he said he's not playing. He's not playing Sam Darnold or Baker. So
hey,
good play, PJ.
After trading CMC, what do you have to lose? To be honest, what do you got, John?
I mean, I don't know. I'm rooting for the Panthers. I mean, I really like PJ Walker. I like his story. Didn't he play? He was like the MVP of the
XFL.
That's what it was. Okay.
He played really good in that too.
Yeah. So I mean, I really like him. And then did he play in Washington? No, he played somewhere else.
I think it was just Carolina.
It was just in Carolina. Yeah. Okay.
He was in the league before the XFL.
Okay.
And then was released and then went to the XFL and then came back. But I forget what team it was.
Okay. I thought it was Washington, but I could be very wrong. But I mean, overall, I'm glad for them. I'm with you. I think. Did Tom Brady go to Robert Kraft's wedding this weekend or last weekend? Was it this one?
Before.
Oh, the weekend before. I don't know. But him yelling at his offensive lineman when he hasn't been there.
Wait. Robert Kraft got married?
Yeah, to like a 46-year-old. Bro, and everyone was there. Anyone, bro.
What is he, like 80, 85?
Yeah, he's like 80.
Hey, I'm just glad. I'm
whatever. Listen.
Hey, I'm just glad
whatever works, man.
To, have a happy ending with his life. You know what I mean? So, John, keep going.
Don't even brought that up. All right.
So there's a lines I can't say on IBTE Sport.
No, but yeah, I don't know. I think Tom's got to get it together. Something's got to happen. I don't know. Where's Odell signing to? You know what I mean? Like something's got to happen with like one of these old quarterbacks. We talked about it briefly before, but
what is it? 3 left? No,
yeah.
4.
I mean,
you got Brady, Rodgers, Tannehill, Matt Ryan.
Yeah, I don't think Matt Ryan.
Matt Stafford's in betweener, I'm guessing.
Huh?
Matt Stafford's kind of like the in betweener.
No, I mean him and Rodgers, talent wise, is still there, but they still up there in age of like, all right, when you getting up out of here? Like,
Yeah.
And they probably won't be going for another 3 years, to be honest.
Almost 40
Yeah,
ish.
so it's like, but I'll count those 5 as like those are the only teams that got guys, and then Russell Wilson is getting there too. He's 34.
Yeah,
he's getting up there too. So
His chemistry is not good.
Hey, they about to blow up the whole thing in Denver. It looks like it.
I mean, would you save it? What would you save? Maybe the defense. I don't know.
Hey,
Bradley Chubb. Yeah, Bradley Chubb is about to get traded if they lose. They said.
Get the fuck, bro! Why would they do that? I didn't understand why they traded what's his face last year.
How do these reports even get out? That's what I want to know. How does a report that your best pass rusher, if y'all lose, he's getting traded? And how do you even come to that determination that if you lose this particular game right here, you're going to trade your best pass rusher?
Hey. That's what happened with Von Miller last year.
Yeah. Hey, at least.
Well, Von was all hurt though. Von Miller's paper mache.
I don't know about that. I mean,
he is though.
Turns things into paper mache. I don't know if you know what I mean. Like,
go look at his go look at it. Yeah, he's all right. He's available in those big moments, but historically he's been hurt.
No doubt. I'm not going
to That's why I said paper mache. Like he gets to that point, but
you get what I mean. Like he went to the Rams, leaned on the scale. They won the Super Bowl. Where is he at now? Buffalo.
Yeah, they also play him limited snaps as well. Like they only play him in the big moments. He's not every single game.
I mean, yeah, of course he doesn't want to get injured, and I think he realizes that too. I think anything with time gets injured, but he's at those big moments, and I mean, that's what you want. You want your best player injured in those big moments.
Gotcha. Also, speaking of the old-time quarterbacks, more trouble in Green Bay. The Commanders whooping the Packers. Well, I was whooping, but they upsetted the Packers. A lot of upsets again this week. There's been a lot of upsets in general this whole season. The Commanders did their thing. Scary Terry shows up. More struggle with the offense with Aaron Rodgers, just looking defeated. And with the matchup against Buffalo on Sunday night, I think it is Sunday night, it's not looking good for the Packers. How do you feel about this last game? That's Yanks.
You want me to go?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. For the Packers and Washington, man. Packers are in trouble. Aaron Jones is wide receiver 1, RB1. AJ Dillon he's regressed severely from what we've seen the past 2 years. He's regressed. I don't know if he's not in the game plan or is he getting the touches and he's not performing. And it looks like they were right for giving Aaron Jones his money because he looks like he's the workhorse of the offense. You're going to need one of these receivers to develop soon. It's a that's a bad loss. It's a bad loss. I'm not going to lie to you. Losing to Washington like that, especially when you got Heineke coming back in. He's still giving these old quarterbacks trouble. He almost sent Tom Brady home too in the off. So, Washington looks. I think Washington. I don't know what about Carson Wentz and these backups, but he always got to play against the backup that's always inspired the team and the team rallied behind. So it had to happen with Nick Foles. Now I think it's gonna happen with Heineke. And you already heard what Rivera said earlier in the year, basically throwing him under the bus. So now it's a perfect opportunity to get Heineke back in there.
He's about 4 to 6 weeks.
4 to 6 weeks. So he won't be back to week 13. So it's gonna be tough.
To make your point even more prevalent, like next 5 games for the Packers, you got the Bills. That's a loss. You know what I mean? You got the Lions. That's gonna be a hard game. You got the Cowboys. That's probably a loss. You got Tennessee, who you never know. It's a primetime game though, so we'll bet on that.
They've been improving. Yeah.
Then you got the Eagles, who are undefeated right now. So I mean, but it's good.
There's a lot that can happen in this band though to change stuff. We know
Odell
that. So Odell.
I mean, hey, I'm gonna bring it up.
Brandon Cooks, Elijah Moore.
He said Elijah Moore. Elijah Moore not going nowhere.
He ain't getting traded from the Jets.
Hey, I mean, yeah, just
It's tough. It's tough over there in New York with the receivers. There's so many. There's too many. It's too many.
You saw Mims get in?
You gotta let one of them go. You are two of them.
Yeah.
You got. I seen Braxton on the field more than Elijah Moore.
If I could describe the Jets in one word, it'd be depth. Because last year we had none. So now it's like pat it. You need pat it.
It's a good thing if you can get people to put their egos to the side.
Yeah.
You got Garrett Wilson, all of them, man.
I mean,
it's gonna be tough.
I think Elijah Moore will come back, hopefully, but I don't know. I think this becomes pressure for Zach Wilson too. You know what I mean? Like, I think if he doesn't get Elijah Moore back in rhythm, you know what I mean? It's gonna put some strain on him.
Yeah, I mean, there is only like 3 undefeated in the NFL: the Eagles, Taylor Heineke, and Zach Wilson. So,
all right, relax. I mean, I told you he's gonna be good.
Listen. It's only a matter of time. I'm not praying on the New York team's failure, but it's only a matter of time.
Yeah, I get it. We've been winning.
It's only a matter of time. Everything is going real good, man.
Oh my God,
good. It looks good right now.
We're gonna lose to the Bills. Let me just say that now. Why don't I?
Don't be scared of the Bills.
I'm not afraid. I'm just being honest.
Well, are you going? You going to Buffalo first?
No, they're coming to us.
Oh, y'all can shock the world.
Could we really? Get the hell out of here.
If you guys listen, if you guys beat the Buffalo Bills, that's this week.
No, it's next week. We got the Patriots.
We got the Patriots.
Okay, if you beat the Patriots and then you beat the Bills, y'all going to y'all top 3 in the NFL. The Jets. We would have to say the Jets are top 3, top 5 in the NFL.
Side note,
that's what you would have to say that because they'd be 7-2.
I think
the Bills, Chiefs, and Jets all have 5 wins.
Listen, you would have to say that they top 5 if they beat the Patriots and the Bills back to back, and they would take the lead in the division.
Yeah, and then we'd have Chicago.
What is this? 2009?
I mean,
that was a crazy time. That back to back year, the Jets were incredible.
But like, see, that's where like I feel like Mark Sanchez gets the raw end of the stick because of one moment in time. You know what I mean? Like Zach Wilson. I don't want to say is like Mark Sanchez, but he has things around him, and that's why he's doing well. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. He's not throwing like out the building. You know what I mean? His arm isn't like the one getting it done. It's his playmakers, and we have a lot of people, so hopefully they stay healthy for the rest of the year. But
let's stay on the topic for new teams. Chiefs, Bills, Jets all have 5 wins, so hey, top of the class for the AFC right now.
I mean, hey, we're
Giants. They're streaking as well. Daniel Jones, a.k.a. Josh Allen Jr., stepping up as well. Saquon Barkley. Brian Dabble is said to be a legend in New York. He's going to be the greatest second bad guy since Notorious B.I.G. in New York. So,
he said he's going to be what?
Brian Dabble. The New Yorkers are saying he's the second greatest bad guy since B.I.G. That's what the streets are saying. We know how the streets work.
The streets don't be lying. The streets don't be lying. All right, now.
So, John, how do you feel about your tri-state area teams so far?
I like the Jets and the Giants. The Canadian team, I don't really like to talk about. You know what I mean? They haven't upset me because I picked them in all my primetime moments. So good for them, I guess.
John Bills is Canadian.
They're Canadian, bro. They're the only non-American football team, and everyone's looking for them to win the Super Bowl. I don't get it, bro. I personally don't. But you know,
I see that. I see the projection there because they say y'all not from New York. I see it.
You know what I mean? So they're not from New York either. No offense, but whatever. But yeah, let's. Hopefully, what I'm hoping is I hope Daniel Jones has the year that. I'm going to compare him to a player that he should not get compared to right now, but Drew Brees on the San Diego Chargers. His last year, he played phenomenal. He just injured himself in the last game.
Yeah, that's
so. Realistically, that's what I'm hoping for. My quarterback. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm minus the injury. I'm looking for him to step up and lead the Giants. Hopefully, a playoff through wild card would be nice. You know what I mean? But
The Giants has been there. The offense.
this thing
Brian
game,
Dable has been changing.
we're doing pretty well. It's all right. It's going all right now. But
Let me enjoy this while we can.
that's all I'm saying.
The Giants right now, they look good. They're playing good football. Man, having Barkley is a lifesaver, man, because he goes out there and he takes so much stress from Daniel Jones. And then Daniel Jones, he rushed for 100 yards, threw for 200. So if he can keep getting, he's not going to rush for 100 per game, but if he can get up into that 40 to 60 range per game, that means that he's running and extending on third downs, which is good. Keeps drives alive. TOP is better. Get touchdowns versus getting field goals, all that good stuff that leads to. But them getting healthy at receiver is going to be huge. Kadarius Toney is coming back, I think, this week or after I think they got a bye. They have a bye next week or this week. I don't know which one it is. Or did they already have one?
No,
They might have. Did they have one yet?
Actually,
Yeah, I feel like it's week 8 or 9
they might have.
because I got Barkley.
Oh, do you? Nice.
Yeah.
I've littered my team.
It's week 9.
Week 9. Okay, so you get if you can close out in these last 2 weeks and you can go possibly 1 and 2. You go to the bye week at what 7 and 2.
And then what is it? Thanksgiving?
No, would that be Thanksgiving? Nah, Thanksgiving will be the following week.
Okay. Well, I mean, you got the game after that, and then
So you got week 8. It's week 8 this week, right?
Yep.
8, 9, 10, 11. So week 11 that's 3 weeks away. No, a month away.
Okay.
A month away. Yeah.
But you got the bye, you got a game, and then you got the Cowboys on Thursday night. Prime time.
Right. So if they can get to 7 wins, even 8 will be better. That's real comfortable. And then you got to go into those division games, and you got to steal one from everybody. And if you can do that, you in the playoffs pretty much.
That's facts.
So
Still one for everybody equals twice. Oh.
expect Washington to steal some games back in the second half of the season if Heineke is quarterback. I like Heineke at quarterback.
Right. See what else we got. Also, we have. So if you look at the NFC West, Seattle's in first place, I believe. I think, right? Is Seattle first place?
I think so.
Geno Smith.
4 and 3.
He gets out for a little bit with that patella injury. Tyler Lockett, as Lawrence mentioned earlier, the running back. Who was it? Who was the running back?
Kenneth Walker.
Yes. Kenneth Walker had him on face the team as well. They're making some noise. How long do we think this, Seattle group can last? Being very competitive on top of that very competitive division. Well, not the Rams, but everyone else.
From what I'm seeing, they in every game. They're in every single game, and that I feel like that's a good sign. So I would say if they were getting blown out, like when they do lose, and then they go into these other games and miraculously just blow out the other team, that would be alarming. But they're in every single game. So I'm gonna take him serious right now. Geno Smith, man, shout out to you, cause he's out here balling. He balling like he's trying to get a contract in his 30s. So
absolutely,
we'll see what happens.
Geno Smith is I feel like it's the punch that the Seahawks did. So.
He playing with a huge chip on his shoulder. Every pass, every time the ball snapped. Yeah.
He never got the deal he got in New York. He played for the Jets and he played for the Giants. And let me say it, because what the Jets did for Zach Wilson, there's no way they did for Geno. You know what I mean? They didn't go out and trade and get offensive linemen for him. You know what I mean? He was brought in to break Eli Manning's start record, and half the organization was against it. It was I don't know. He's been abused, I would say, throughout the NFL. I think Seattle took him in, and
that Jets player.
I mean, I'm just saying. All right, Phil. But all right, I got you. So I'm just saying that.
Oh, the gambling.
Yeah.
Wow.
Bro,
don't gamble.
But yeah, I can't believe that happened.
72 hours clean.
Oh my god. But
So I called the number. I talked to them. We're all good.
Yeah, 1877 Hope, New York.
Damn, we'll get that memorized. I wonder why.
that was crazy. No, but like what I was trying to say is like at West Virginia, he was like prone to go to the NFL. He was ready to do something. You know what I mean? And then he went to the Jets. You know what I mean? And then no one really considered him a starter again. So like when Russell Wilson got traded, you know what I mean? I think those pieces were still there. You know what I mean? And Walker was, I think he's on the come up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think Seattle's a good team. I think, and people should be afraid of them because like you got a veteran, like steady hand quarterback. You know what I mean? Well, I mean, sure, as a backup, but like he's been doing it for years. So like, I don't know. I like that.
That brings me to my question for you guys. Could this bit? I mean, do we think Russell Wilson was holding back the Seahawks? Because out of reports from former teammates, Marshawn Lynch, Richard Sherman, he wasn't very well liked in the locker room, and maybe that's why Seattle only got that one championship. Maybe Russ was holding him back. What do you think about that?
Russ was still cooking.
I would agree with that. I would say
Russ was still cooking until he tore the ligaments in his hand, and then his season went downhill after that last season. So
that's true, and he kept trying to like fight to get back, and he never really was like 100%. You know what I mean? Yeah. So like I think him and the impatience to get like paid. You know what I mean? Like I feel like he really really wanted a new contract, and Seattle was like, bro, we just gave you a lot of money. You know what I mean? Like, and I don't know. I feel bad for him almost because like you know what I mean? Like imagine if I played on a football team, I would never want my teammates to ever say that about me. You know what I mean? Describing me in the future.
He had to go through a assistant to get to your teammate. It's crazy.
Yeah. So I would never do that to a teammate. You know what I mean? Like playing football. I mean, I wasn't good, but like I wouldn't like ever make them like jump through a hoop. You know what I mean? To like just talk to me. You know what I mean?
He says communication was limited.
That's just why.
You said who said that?
No, I was making a joke about limited. His communication was limited. But that's crazy. That was a crazy story I heard.
That's cringe.
That's really cringy, especially for a quarterback, because like Pat McAfee talks about Peyton Manning like joking around with him like all the time.
Yeah, dinner and shit and everything. Yeah,
because doesn't have much to do. He doesn't have much to do. You know what I mean? Like
it makes it seem like he thought he was better than everybody else or above them. That's what I'm not saying that's probably how he felt, but that's how I would take it. I would be like, hold on, I pass protect for you. I make sure that nobody takes your neck off, and our kids can't play together. We can't go out for dinner or something. I gotta go talk through 3 different people to get to you. That's insane.
I'm scheduling an appointment to talk to you.
Like what?
Yeah.
No way.
Especially after that call. I'm not like holding it against him, but like especially after that call in the Super Bowl. You know what I mean? It wasn't his call, but he still threw the damn pass.
Audible that shit.
Absolutely. You're a quarterback. You know what I mean? You have Marshawn Lynch right next to you. You know what I mean? His nickname is Beast Mode.
If I'm Marshawn Lynch, this is me too. This is me. I would do this in real life in the middle of a game. If the coach, we're on the goal line for the game, on the 1-yard line.
He brought it to
and I'm cooking in the game, and you call a pass play, I will go in. I will be in the huddle and say, "Give me the ball." If you do not give me the ball 3 times in a row, I will walk off the field right now. What are we doing?
AB style?
No, I would literally say that in the huddle in the middle of a game. I said, "What are we doing? What are we doing?" Wasn't he killing in that game anyway?
Yeah, because I think the play prior to the pass, the Patriots stopped Marshawn Lynch on the 1 or 2 yard line. So he was set, ready to go.
You go no huddle right there. They don't know what to do. They just had a breakout. It's just like big brain moves, just messing up history. Because to be honest, we're talking about Brady like Braun. If the Falcons and them take care of it, they win the game. A lot of stuff stops.
A lot of stuff stops. They didn't count on you betting on them. So
if the offensive lineman for the Chiefs didn't make Pat Mahomes run for 800 yards in the game, we talking about Brady different. There's those things like those things change history. Literally,
those will repeat.
Change history.
Okay. We got a couple more to cover for an NFL week. Obviously, we talked about this earlier. CMC is headed to the San Francisco 49ers. Second, third, and fourth, I believe that was the trade. So basically, the San Francisco 49ers are just mortgaging their whole future for Trey Lance and CMC. And just to get mollywopped by the Chiefs, 44-23? Did that score? Close to that score?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, do we see this move paying out for the 49ers, or they basically just threw their future away for nothing?
You go first, because I might disagree with you.
I
might agree with you. I don't know.
First glance, it's like first glance, the 49ers are a run-first team. They got Elijah Mitchell, Jeff Wilson. Now they got CMC. It's just a whole lot of – it's one football. There's not multiple footballs. You can't put 4 footballs on the field and have the defense stop Debo, CMC, Jeff Wilson, and Elijah Mitchell all on one play. It's just not going to happen. And then you got to get the ball. Then you got to get the ball to Ayuk, or he throws hissy fits. I don't know if y'all watch him during the game. He loses his shit during the games. He loses his shit a lot in the games. Like, it's bad. If you just watch him run the route and he feels like he's open, Jimmy doesn't get to him. He's ready to go to the sideline. He checks himself out. All this type of shit.
But just because isn't he the number 2 wide receiver?
Like, he's the number 1, I would say.
You think so? Over Debo?
Yeah.
Well, Debo's supposed to army knife. I think
because if he's on the field, he's most likely going to the outside.
Okay.
So he's gonna be I feel like he's the X, and then the Z. This is all fucking football shit. I don't want to get too crazy.
I get it.
All right. But Z moves around a lot, which is Debo, and the X usually stays in one fixated spot.
Normally, I mean.
Yeah. So.
But you're saying that's the guy that San Francisco is going to go to at the end of, like, the fourth quarter in the championship game. You know what I mean? Trying to go to the Super Bowl. They're going to him.
Well, you can see it in the games. A lot of the deeper routes is still him.
Yeah. No, it's him, no doubt.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering.
Now don't get me wrong where I'm saying he's the X and he gonna get the rock. It's gonna go to Debo because he can catch a negative 3-yard catch and house it for 70. But
one of those guys.
It all depends. Like they trust him. They trust Ayuk. He was in the doghouse last year, but he's improved.
No, I agree with that, and I think you got it right on the ball. I think it all depends, and it's a situational type move. And I think that's what this trade was. It was a situational type move. They wanted to add someone from the area. They wanted to add someone who was a dynamic, running back. And they did. And, I mean, I don't think you can look at the game on Sunday and say, oh, my God, like, what's going on with, like, the 49ers? Like, I don't know. I think if they're a playoff team, they're going to be scary. You know what I mean? And maybe this is the move like the Rams did last year with Matthew Stafford. I'm not saying he's that guy that's going to completely transform it, but I'm saying maybe he's the guy they go to at the end, like Cooper Kupp was. You know what I mean? Like how he was moved around, even though he's the X. You know what I mean? Like, realistically, he was moved around because it's like that's the guy they go to. You know what I mean? In that moment. So, like, I agree with you there's one ball, and I agree with you that, you know what I mean? Like, you can only do so much with it. I think trading draft picks are stupid. I think that's very stupid overall. But so if they don't win the
LA Rams,
stupid move.
LA Rams.
Yeah, I mean, but they won the Super Bowl. So I mean, at the end of the day, you can't say shit. Like at the end of the day, it's like, all right, they won.
And then there's repercussions right now.
I mean, yeah, absolutely.
They deal with that.
I mean, look at the Dallas Cowboys. They haven't won in 25 years. There's repercussions to winning the Super Bowl, no doubt. And like, I think, of course, Tampa Bay is going to have their repercussions once Tom Brady leaves and retires, and so is Green Bay. I think Green Bay has lived on such a stupid island like that the rest of the NFL has not lived on. You know what I mean? Like where their quarterback's amazing until they got another quarterback that struggles for a year and then is amazing. You know what I mean? And then this has been like this since Brett Favre and Aaron Rodgers, and it just I kind of hope Green Bay falls down a little bit. They need to fall down, in my eyes. I mean,
I can't see. Oh boy, allowing that to happen.
I mean, yeah, I think he's
super petty. Like I feel like he's gonna go out there.
You're right.
And he's gonna start shredding shit up. But going back to the 49ers thing, they're going to run people to death. Time of possession.
Sweet. They said up the
Time
middle,
of
outside.
possession. Like if you can't stop them running the football, like we're about to see Neil. He's going to be crying because of what's going to happen to them this week. Yes, it's this week. Right off of a bye, they're going to get absolutely shellacked. It's going to be Jeff Wilson and CMC and Debo all over the Rams. Like all over.
That's not hit the Rams too. They are very weak at the moment.
So he's gonna know now. You know what I mean? He's gonna know what coach is gonna put what player in at the end of the game. You know what I mean?
Right.
I mean,
because they're gonna end up probably facing each other. So
yeah.
Right. Hey, I mean, perfect opportunity for San Fran. You know that, Debo gets the ball. We know what we're doing. But hey, they have so many options. It's just like the Brooklyn Nets, but in a better way because fuck Brooklyn. But you have Debo, Ayuk, Kittle, CMC, just a load. But and they have a top 10 defense in the league.
They don't even deserve to be this good though because of Garoppolo. Like Garoppolo still doesn't like for him to be there right now. Still, it's just like it kills me because like
he gets his job done,
and they don't want him there, and they traded 3 first-round picks for this guy, and Garoppolo has to literally eat lunch and look at this dude and was like, "Damn, you're our future. You're the guy coming to take my job." Like, damn, like. And then did you see the reports about Garoppolo, how like the 49ers put in the news on how he's hard to get a hold of and stuff, and like, did you see that?
Nah, I didn't see that.
That happened right before he signed his new contract where he would get paid
the $20 million, the most ever for a backup.
Yeah. Like the 49ers thought, hey, our quarterback won't get injured this year, and we won't need this guy. And
that was QB1 money in 2011.
Yeah,
crazy.
That's crazy.
Remember when it was like, damn, they just signed a quarterback for $27 million.
Oh my god!
Now they're making 50.
This is crazy. Yeah, that inflation went
on a per year per amount basis, plus signing bonus, plus now we're talking guaranteed money. Like this is why Lamar Jackson isn't signed, and this is why they need to get him signed. Get that man some guaranteed money.
Nah, if he's smart, he'll get out of there.
You think so? I don't know. I think Baltimore pays up at the end of the day. That's like the Yankees. Like, what else you want to talk about? They're gonna pay up.
I'm moving mountains. I'm moving mountains to get Lamar Jackson.
Wow.
What offense you want to run, bro? You want to run the spread? All right, we got you. You don't need 16 tight ends. You don't need 16 tight ends. What happened?
Where do you think he's gonna go to then?
Where can he go?
Yeah, I mean, I think New Orleans is a beautiful city, but I also think
we cannot pay Lamar Jackson $300 million in New Orleans.
You can't do it. Oh.
That would require literally restarting the team over.
Maybe.
You'd have we're in cap hell. Cap is a myth anyway, but
exactly. So you guys got it.
The Saints roster is what's the name anyway. It's old. It's just a bad situation. But it would be nice if that would really happen. It would be insane because that means Lamar gets Chris Olave for free for 4 years.
Yeah,
that'd be insane.
That would be
Michael Thomas all of a sudden is healthy.
Like, yeah, I'd be healthy too.
I like my situation. I'm coming back.
Yeah, I'd play that.
This was our last topic for NFL. Before we go into the pickups, Sunday Night Football, Dolphins versus Steelers. Very ugly game from Kenny Pickett as Tua returns from concussion protocol, first game back. I mean, it wasn't the best game from Tua. He's obviously showing signs of still recovering, but hey, he's back on the field. And I think he'll go back to his normal self in a couple games. He's just getting back to it because he's been out for like 2-3 weeks max right now. Maybe he got injured 3 weeks ago? 3 weeks ago.
3 weeks ago.
3 weeks ago. So it's just a game to get under his feet. But that was a very close game for both. It was like 16-10. The Steelers easily could have won this game, but Kenny Pickett's decision making, throwing ability kind of costed them. What we thought about that Sunday night game?
I'm just gonna say it again. Why are we rushing to get quarterbacks in? Just let them sit. Now he has no choice but to sit here and literally tank his first year and start in the negative for his career to get out of a hole of 16, 20 interceptions.
Kenny Pickett.
So I would have rather seen him start from the beginning.
I hear that.
I think they just threw him to the wolves. Their schedule is insane. What he has, the gauntlet that he's about to go through is violation. Honestly,
Right.
and you can't go back to Mitchell. You can't go, huh?
He could be doing worse.
Yeah, he had some questionable decisions down the stretch in that game. I think it was mismanaged by both sides too, because there's a time in the game where the Dolphins came down, they punted it. The Pittsburgh was driving. They got into the red zone. Right outside the red zone. They had an option to kick a field goal. They went for it with 4 minutes left and 2 timeouts, or 3 minutes left with 2 timeouts. So you could have just kicked the field goal, played defense. The Dolphins haven't scored since the second quarter. They haven't really done anything on offense, and you play defense, and then you get the ball back. Then you get back into field goal territory again, and Pickett throws the game away.
I get that.
But you could have kicked the field goal, go to OT. You could have played it so many different ways, but I get it. It's probably analytics saying to go for it in those times. Mm-hmm. But there's times where he could go to the check downs and he can run, but he decided to throw a fade ball to Deontay Johnson double covered. Mm-hmm. I really didn't understand it, but I think the Steelers are gonna have a rough time this season. Continuing.
Absolutely, that 500 record for.
That's out of here.
I don't even think that matters though, and I think the point is every good coach loses. You know what I mean? Like,
that's true.
I'm not trying to come at Mike Tomlinson and say he's not an amazing coach already because of the record, because he is, but like, I think there are some 500 teams that didn't make the playoffs in Pittsburgh. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Right.
Like, it was that tough of a division. So like, it's just like, as great as that is, like, it's not like they were winning Super Bowls every single year, and they're kind of killing their spot in the draft. I mean, I'm not saying you should tank. I'm just saying that like, it's okay to lose. You know what I mean? Like, I'm fine with them losing this season because they don't have an offensive line. You know what I mean? They need a good pick.
Najee looks bad.
And
It looks bad. That is a bad first round pick. It's bad. I usually defend the running backs. Second year, he just looks like too many hits at Bama. His burst is crazy. Is not there. So, huh?
You think so? You don't blame the offensive line at all here? I think they don't have one to begin with.
Yeah.
I don't mean to be like that to an offensive line. I think they're working hard. I think
either it's a scheme. It's probably a combination of everything. Let me not just blame him. It's probably a combination of everything. But you gotta scheme to put your guy in success. If the offensive line isn't healthy or isn't as good, you got to figure a way around that.
You got to roll out. Yeah, that's right. That's coaching.
You can go to, if you can't run the goddamn ball, run a screenplay. They don't think it's gonna come. Check downs are always there. Yeah. Like I didn't understand why Pickett didn't take that late in the game, but that's what it is. He's locked in. Pickens look good though.
Yeah.
In the NFL young boy.
Absolutely.
Like I said, I think
every day spark. He's there. The catch he made a couple weeks ago against Cleveland, amazing.
He made that touchdown too. Was a difficult catch.
Hey.
It's a high level catch that he made for that touchdown.
Hey, we just need the Pittsburgh Steelers to keep it to have a decent offense around him. He can make some plays. Okay, then to wrap up NFL, we have the pick'ems. As of right now, just to wrap up our individual ones for Ball Central, John is first with 19 points. I'm second with 18. Elijah's third with 16, and Akeem's fourth with 11. So, John, first, you got the first game ahead from me, but don't enjoy it for too long. So that's up.
I won't. Don't worry about it.
So the games, we do.
I'm gonna wait until tomorrow. I'm gonna wait till tomorrow because, you know how I am. You know.
What the heck?
I be switching up.
Oh, word!
I read an article or two. Be like, oh no, that's not a good pick.
What's the kickoff time got you. 12:59. We got my pick. Wow.
Last year I texted Kenny. He got to the point where he was like, "Yo, I'm keeping your first option. Don't text me no more." Because it was like 8:15 kickoff. I texted him like 4 times in a span of 2 minutes, switching the teams. So
damn, you did all that, and I still want to pick up 2 years in a row. That's crazy. But hey, it is what it is.
No, but ask Phil. I've been telling him, depending on who's playing, you know what I mean. Like, I'll take this team if they playing.
The John rule, yeah. If this play sits out.
So who you guys got for the pick'ems?
So Thursday night, we got Baltimore versus Tampa Bay. We got Tom Brady versus Lamar Jackson yet again. I think Tampa Bay's at home. Baltimore's visiting.
Yep.
Tampa Bay's looking very, very weak at this moment. The perfect time for Baltimore to bounce back after their struggles with, holding leads. So, who do you got for this one?
So you're gonna go first.
Absolutely. I'll go Baltimore. I think they're a better overall team than the Bucs right now. Yes, the Bucs may have the better looking offense on paper, but I just think the Ravens have put in drives to put themselves in a winning position. They just can't finish it. But I think with a struggling Bucs team, I think they put a game together to finally, prove that they can actually finish games. So I'm going Baltimore.
I need every person in the NFC South to lose, and I need the Saints to beat the Raiders, man.
I don't know. That's a hard game.
What we got, John?
I'm gonna agree with him. I'm gonna go Baltimore as well. Mark Andrews had no points on National Tight End Day and hurt my heart.
He was the ultimate sacrifice.
So
he had 0.
He had
he had rushing yards. He had no receiving yards.
No receiving yards.
God damn.
Which is an insult to his character and knowing put out the back signal that come down to Tampa Bay, he's going to score some points to show with Tom Brady and Gronk that they weren't the only 2 that could connect. All right, putting that right down right there, Mark.
So I didn't want your picks for tomorrow. So
I'm gonna do my
next up. We have the IBTE pick of the week, chosen by our very own Kenny Lacey. Carolina versus Atlanta. Carolina coming off a win.
Because you're an NFC, you know what I mean?
Huh?
Can we get disrespectful on the game? Can you tell us who you like? Not who you like in this game, but what you like from both teams.
Yeah, give us the NFC South.
A little perspective. We don't know this division.
Lawrence is like, can they tie?
I want a tie is bad. First off, and especially this close like this, a tie is bad. I want them both to lose. It's both take losses.
Disqualification.
DQ. I could see. I think Cordell's coming back for this game. So unfortunately, if he's coming back for this game, I can see seeing Atlanta take it. But after seeing what the Panthers did last week, man, hold on. We got rid of the heavy anchor that's been hurt year in and year out for us. He's supposed to be the guy, CMC, and they're going out there balling.
You're gonna blame it on CMC? You're gonna blame that all on CMC?
I'm just going. Hey, he got paid all that money, and he's played like I don't know how many games.
I'll give you that.
It's the first time he's been healthy in 2 seasons, so.
True, he hasn't, you know what I mean?
Who we got, John? You got a pick? I went first last one. You go first this one.
I don't know in this game. It's in Atlanta?
It's in Atlanta.
I'd say give me Atlanta. I like their defense. But I don't know. PJ Walker might shock the world. I have no idea about this game.
No. I'm going to go Atlanta as well. What you might not know, John, but Lawrence and Kenny have a bet going on to see who has the most wins at the end of the year. And hey, I think the Falcons is a perfect opportunity to increase that lead, or at least get another win on their belt. So I'm going to go Atlanta. I just don't. I think Panthers don't get lucky 2 weeks.
You can lock me in for Carolina, actually.
Oh word! Oh word!
You lock me in for Carolina, Atlanta, and listen. If Atlanta lose, it's a good week.
Hey, you got to face Devontae Adams.
This is every week.
This is personal.
Every week. Okay. Can't see Kenny happy. The Falcons.
Damn.
I mean, that's why I gotta pick the Falcons. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know. Hopefully.
He's like, Kenny helped me invite me on the show, so I got to be next to Kenny. That's what he's basically saying.
Whoa! first off, let me just tell you, I take my debate to Kenny. All right.
What's the next one?
Next time we got Sunday Night Football. I don't know if a lot of people are going to watch this game, to be honest, but Green Bay versus Buffalo. Yes, you have Aaron Rodgers and Josh Allen.
He said, I don't know if people are going to watch this. This is about to be must-see TV.
This must-see blowout of the week. With the way the Packers have been playing, hopefully Allen Lazard is healthy enough to play. It's going to be the Aaron Jones. It's going to be the Aaron show from the Packers. And then
Aaron!
Buffalo got to do. Who do you got? I think Buffalo's at home for this one.
Balake.
You got messed up, Balake. Go to Oshak Hennessy.
Go messed up!
Oshak Hennessy?
Yeah.
Love Keem Bill. I'll go first.
Yo.
Yeah,
I got to watch that shit tonight.
I love Keem Bill.
They're goated.
They're hilarious. My favorite's the anger translator for Obama. That was my favorite, bro. I would love to do that.
John, who we got? I picked Buffalo.
My bad. I wanna pick Aaron Rodgers here. I
Do
really
won't.
You won't rule this year.
Aren't you in the lead?
He'll lead by one.
What you scared of? You got room to spare?
I do have room to spare. Don't talk me into picking Aaron Rodgers.
John, don't give me
Let me tell you about my rule. I'm not picking against the Canada team until they lose. All right. Once Buffalo or Canada loses, then we can pick against them. But until then, I'm picking Buffalo. I don't like Canada song either, but they got to sing their national anthem. What are you gonna do?
Oh, Canada.
Yo, he's stupid.
So the last pick of the week is Monday night. We're headed to the AFC North for this one. Joe Burrow versus Jacoby Brissett. Cincinnati is traveling to Cleveland. Yeah, another most watchable Monday night game 2 weeks in a row. So.
Oh yeah, it's gonna get real choppy out there with the receivers, DBs. Bengals receivers, they do not like each other. Like real life, do not like each other.
Amari Cooper and Jamar Chase. Hopefully they can put on a show for us.
Denzel Ward and Jamar Chase. Greedy Williams and Jamar Chase.
Eli Apple and never mind.
Eli Apple, he's garbage.
Amari Cooper field day.
I can't say against that.
John, do you want me to go first or should I?
You go first on this one. Sorry about that.
I'm gonna stick with that. I'm gonna go Cincy.
You're no Cincy?
Nick Chubb is nice and all, but I just think the Bengals obviously the better team all around. Joe Burrow's hitting his stride right now. After a very rough start of the season, the offense is playing quickly. They went off against the Falcons.
325 in the first half.
Right, first half. So I think they continue their momentum, and I think they get the win versus Cleveland.
Ooh, it's hard. I don't know. I like Amari Cooper. I think he's doing amazing this year. I like what Chubb's doing. I'm gonna agree with you though. I'm gonna pick Cincinnati as well, just because if I'm gonna watch anything, I don't want to watch those wide receivers catch the ball and be up by a lot, and then look and see who you got. I'd rather lose with Joe Burrow than with the other guy.
Okay.
Brissett, as much as I like him.
Those are our pick'ems, I believe. That's all of them.
Yep, that's all of them.
Great. Okay, so let me just type that in our little pick'em thing. So Cincinnati as well. I'm pretty sure everyone's going to go Cincinnati. I'd be shocked if someone went Cleveland here. Hey, it is what it is.
I mean, Phil, we got to, think outside the box. You know what I mean? I can't believe we lost by picking the Patriots last week.
Hey, put that shit on.
I'm just saying.
Hey, shout out AB Merchandise. Make sure you check them out.
Get out of here.
He's childish.
Okay, so Walid is on his way to talk NBA. How's everyone fantasy football week before we transition into NBA? Just to get it off their head. I know me and Lawrence faced off the sleeper league.
Oh man, it's
Tyler Boyd, McCall Hardman. Wow.
Yeah, John. Yeah, John, greatest fantasy manager ever.
Congratulations.
Dylan had to trade to Tyler Boyd.
Cooper Kupp and Jalen Hurts on the bench and a bye. I go and play Mecole Hardman and Tyler Boyd, 60 points combined.
Damn. That's killer.
Put Phil out. Phil was done by 130.
McCole Hardman and Tyler Boyd both went out. He just traded for Tyler Boyd as well.
Bro, I know. I was a fan.
Yo, Miko was in the free agency.
I was looking at him too. I was like, I feel like Lawrence pick him up. Literally, I thought Lawrence might pick him up and put him at the super flex. Should I pick him up just in case for defense? That's what I should have done.
Pick up who?
McCole.
Oh, you were thinking about picking him up?
Yes, defense.
You're funny.
You're funny.
Yeah, and I was like, because I was thinking, is Lawrence going to pick up a quarterback or a position player this entire time? Because I wanted to try to, pick up someone you're going to pick up as a defensive move. But I was like, there's some quarterbacks in here that Lawrence will actually trust. So I looked at Hardman. But I should have picked him up.
Yeah, I just played DeAndre Carter in the flex or super flex. He got 6 points. Either way, bro, it'd have been bad for you.
Yeah, but we're in the playoff picture. Better than last year. I'm in the playoff picture, so I'm happy about that. John, how'd your matchup go in the ESPN league?
Oh, I'm trash, bro. I got blown the fuck out first week ever.
Yeah, my big money league, I'm 2-5 right now.
The ESPN one? Damn,
it don't look like we're going back to back, man.
No, I hear that. But realistically, in our league, everyone's like either 3-4 or 4-3. So like, it's not that deep. But Phil's 5-2 or some shit. Good for Phil. Playing some easy teams, but
I might have to pull the 28-3.
What?
On my bag for this fantasy league. I might have to come back from 2-5.
$100 buy-in.
How many dollar buy-in?
$100.
I could do that. I mean, sure. Oh wait, how many? What team? What's the size of the league?
12.
Damn, that's deep. We're in a 12-person league too, right, Phil?
It's been going on for 5 years now.
That's crazy. Yeah, ours is pretty deep too.
Yeah, I mean,
we just moved to Dynasty, so like this year we pick out 2 players to save.
Okay.
I mean,
I was thinking about doing that because I've never done Dynasty or a keeper. So
you want to try that in one of your leagues because like
John, you want to know one of Lawrence's idea that he said on the podcast before?
Yeah, what?
32-man fantasy football league.
Oh hell no, bro! First round pick would be the most important pick.
You know how long that's gonna draft?
I mean,
gotta get committed people. It's possible.
There's no way you would. I mean,
the app would crash every day. You go to check your matchup, crash. You got to pick somebody up, crash. I
mean, hopefully there would be more trades. That would be cool. You know
imagine what would the drafting time be, like 1 minute?
No, it would have to be way less than that.
Nah, it'd be listen. You should be taking the top player available, or you can reach if you want.
Yeah, reach. Go ahead, reach. Realistically,
reach if you want. But that would change the projection of the draft too. At the same time, but
after like the 3rd or 4th round, it's not worth it, right?
What in any league?
No, in the 32. I'm just saying, like, you know what
I mean. It depends on what the roster is. You would have to do 1 quarterback, 1 RB, 1 wide receiver, tight end, and then a flex.
Yeah,
you feel me? So.
Yeah, I mean, just to recap. Before,
it had to be really simple.
Right. Yeah. Just to recap before Walid comes through, I faced Akeem last week. Pretty good. I mean, I got Akeem on a good week. No Justin Jefferson, no Josh Allen. So I beat him by like 60. So my team did the thing.
And that's what the last of what we'll be saying of our league.
Right.
No, I don't want to even mention it. 93 points. That was my lowest week.
You got blown up by what? 70?
We got people that score 70. We got people that score 70 on a consistent basis.
No, I'm 130 consistent basis.
I think last year when you was traveling, that was
that was horrible, bro. I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, 32 or something 1 week.
Hey, you're on ESPN. Let's get an ESPN league going. I'm down.
I got ESPN.
All right, well, let's get an ESPN. Bill's like, oh no, we only doing sleeper over here. I
like how sleeper looks. And ESPN is bad. ESPN had a huge glitch this season too.
Did it? What was the glitch?
It was setting people's lineups before the game.
Oh,
was glitching. Yeah, it was glitching out and removing people.
Oh, it didn't happen to us.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, that's great.
It was allowing people to switch their lineups in the middle of games and shit.
Oh, what? Yeah, but that's also dignified by rules.
That's your app, man. That's your app.
No. But you can make settings to like our settings. I would say are strict enough where like we're not doing extra. You know what I mean? Right. But it's also like not conflicting. So that's why I like ESPN.
Gotcha. So now we're at the NBA segment of our show. We're gonna bring in one of our very beloved hosts, Mr. Walid.
What's up, guys?
You there?
How you doing, man?
I'm pretty good, man. How you guys doing?
Chilling.
Thank you for joining us. We got myself, Walid, John, and Mr. Lance Stevenson on the podcast.
Lance Stevenson.
I was wondering when he was gonna say it.
You locked down LeBron, all right?
Now that Walid, how you doing today?
I'm pretty good. I don't know why the screen disappeared. There it is. I'm pretty good. I've been busy all day for the past like 5 days, but living the dream, man. I'm actually not doing good. I'm lying. Russell Westbrook is hurting my feelings right now, and I don't. I just kind of got to deal with that.
He doesn't fit in. He's not bad. He doesn't fit in. He can still play.
Hurting.
He just doesn't fit in.
He's just caving the pressure, and I'm like, I can't do this, man. Not right now.
I don't know where he would fit in. It has to be somewhere where they run fat, like their transition is quick. They get the ball out. That's where he'll thrive.
The next,
because
he can play on any team except for with LeBron, with Luka.
Yeah, people that kind of control the pace of the game.
Yeah, it's just it hurts.
We
get to it.
Hey, maybe he'll switch around. We'll see.
So, now that's been a week full of NBA action. The league started last week. We did something with the NFL earlier. After 1 week, we did overreaction Monday, overreaction Tuesday. We're gonna do the same thing with NBA. So I got a couple statements written down, and we're gonna see if this is an overreaction or not. So we're gonna go with the first one. The Jazz are currently undefeated, 3-0, 4-0, I believe. Do we see them actually making a playoff run, whether it's in the play-ins or actually the playoffs? They've been surprising some teams earlier in the season.
They can make the play-in.
Yeah, they're closing games out early right now. It's a long season though.
They said, "Who's Victor?"
Oh.
Yeah, they said, "Fuck it." So that's a yes for everybody. We think they can actually make the play-ins.
They can make the play-ins.
Just begin the
season. If the play-ins a 10, yeah, why not? I'll say it. Why not? Yeah.
They said, "Fuck the tank."
I mean, it'd be crazy.
So, yeah. Let's get the next one. Next one. We were just talking about this, man. The Lakers should trade away Russell Westbrook. How do you feel about this?
At this point, I mean, if they're willing to wait the 20 games, that's fine. But even if they were to make it work, it's just too much of a toxic environment for him to stay there, in my personal opinion.
Really?
Your team shouldn't be rooting for you to not shoot and it's just weird.
Yeah.
Well, for you. Where would you want to see him play?
Anywhere else? I mean, the Lakers he can't fit in New York. There's so many guards there.
I mean,
he couldn't be there anyway.
You trade D Rose and Randall. That's a horrible trade. I apologize, but hard situation. I mean, I'm not
pretty much all you have to trade. Maybe Cam Reddish. I don't know why you guys don't use Cam Reddish like that.
The Knicks not.
Wait. So y'all want him to go? Y'all want him to go from the vulture media in LA to New York?
I mean, I don't want him to go to New York. I welcome him because he's an overall great player. You know what I mean? I don't think
it's well respected.
New York will have him taking his jersey off in the middle of the game.
Vontae Davis.
But how bad the Knicks have sucked for the past 10, 20 years, I don't really think it matters. But Lakers is like title or bust. The Knicks is like, can we just make the playoffs? So I think it'll be less toxic.
Yeah. And I think it's a stupid idea, like on my part, but like I would welcome the idea because he is such a talent. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. I think he's nowhere but up compared to LA, who is just rooting for his like downfall. And I don't get that you're a fan of that team not rooting for someone on that team. You know what I mean? Like, I'm a Mets fan. I don't like Nito because he can't hit, but I don't root against that dude. You know what I mean?
What about the Pacers?
There's been a lot of rumors about that one.
It's like it's room for him to be there. It's only pretty much Halliburton, and then you got Mathurin.
Yeah.
Right.
But would he come off the bench?
No.
I think he'll probably start.
No, you start him
Where he couldn't come off the bench.
because Hallie can kind of control the pace of the game, and he can kind of be at the 2 and run around and do what he does. But
right. Yeah, I just think that after that first season, after they won the championship, it was all downhill because they basically built this roster, go all in on that bubble year, and then after that, yikes.
They threw away the entire roster. I don't know. I don't understand why.
They threw everything for that one championship. And I mean, this hasn't been talked about enough. I mean, we see this on ESPN. I think Stephen A. Smith brought it up earlier. Where is all the talk for Anthony Davis? I mean, man's been injured plenty of times. He hasn't been there for a full season. You brought this man in to help complement LeBron and help make sure LeBron doesn't carry as much of the load as he's done in seasons past. And he hasn't been that guy for you that you hoped he would be. And he's not getting as much attention as Westbrook, which is very confusing to me. Okay. You scapegoat Russell, I guess. That's how the media is.
That's how sports is. Once they got their mind made up, if you involved in anything negative, they gonna throw you under the bus no matter what. So, but he didn't help himself the other night with that jump shot.
Mm-mm.
I think my nephew would have known with 12 seconds left. You dribble that out, and then
you saw LeBron's reaction to that.
Yeah,
That did not help at all. Okay. Let's see, we also got the next one. The Trailblazers will make the play-in / playoffs. They've been looking really good. They've been on fire.
You not believing it?
I don't know why people don't think they have Damian Lillard. Like, I love Anthony.
Bro,
I don't
back-to-back 40-point games?
Oh, yeah, fuck it. Damian. No, nobody's thinking about Damian Lillard coming back, which is really odd to me. Like, that man silently came back. I was watching the Lakers game live. To see this man do the shots he does, it's so
did you see Simons last night?
That's wild, yeah.
You know what's crazy? My bet was supposed to be Anthony Simons to get 25 points and to win. I didn't pick the option, and I ended up losing out on money because I never picked it. And the Blazers won.
He went for 20. He went for 22 in the third, 7 for 11 from 3. Just heat check after heat check after heat check.
I thought I won $2,000 yesterday, but Kevin Porter just decided not to hit threes. I don't know why.
Yikes. Yeah. Side note before we continue. I had a bet placed in. I think it was Kuzma to score 20 in the win. Got that. Christian Wood to score 20 in the win. Christian Wood got 23. Dallas loses by 2.
That's tough.
No Ingram, no Zion. They lose to the Pelicans.
What you gonna do?
Luka. Crazy. So, I think the Blazers have potential. I think a lot of people are obviously going to underestimate them because of how they performed in previous years. But hey, Damian Lillard's fully healthy. He's actually going to play this year.
But they'll always be at least a first round. People just forget about the Blazers because they forgot they didn't know that Lillard was going to be back in time. Like Anthony's
Jeremy Grant's there as well. Nurkic is back.
And I would say the fact that Dame trusts Simons. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and no choice. You saw what he watched him do last year.
Yeah. But
he had no choice.
He was in the game last night. He was just like, go ahead,
do it, shoot, kid. I was just like, what?
For like 10 possessions in a row,
which is great.
Yeah.
And you don't see that a lot from people because when people talk about being a leader or something, you know what I mean. You're like, oh, lead by example. You want to be that cat. You know what I mean? Who does that? I mean. I like that he let Simons do that, and I like that Dame is staying healthy. And if they continue to stay healthy, they could get scared.
Dame step back 3 is top 3 in the league, bro. It might be top 2. It might be top. Every time he does a step back 3, you know it's going in, bro. I don't know what he does in the gym every day, but it's always a step back 3 for the win. And it's
no one talking about his back-to-back 40-point games
because the marketing is terrible.
Back-to-back is crazy. And then he had like 35 last night too. He almost had it again.
It's still early, but yeah, that's crazy that they're not talking about it.
Yeah, I definitely like the Trailblazers. They were in there undefeated right now too. So and they got a big win over the Nuggets last night. So
absolutely. And up next, personal team, Celtics, starting off at 3-1. I think 3 wins, 1 loss. They lost last night. Apparently, the whole state of Massachusetts lost to the whole state of Illinois last night. Apparently, because the Patriots lost and the Celtics lost to the Bulls and the Bears. So I guess it's Chicago owns Boston at this point.
Yeah.
Wow. One winning season from the Jets and Giants. We want to act like this.
All right. Whoa.
Oh man.
Let's relax. All right. Let's relax.
So statement is the Celtics won't lose a step without Ime Udoka. How do we feel about this?
I disagree. I think they'll still be a pretty good team, but that extra step is just not going to be there during the playoff time. I mean, you never know. Jason and Jalen can carry it home. I think
Tatum looks good. Yeah, Brogdon too. Yeah.
But people coming. I don't know, man. I really don't. I really feel like if y'all face the Bucks, it's wraps. Not gonna lie to you. But that's just me.
John, what you got?
I mean, I think
Giannis.
I mean, Giannis is there. I mean, if KD is healthy, you know what I mean, and Kyrie and they're meshing. I mean, I don't know. You know what I mean? The Nets look deep too. I mean,
they play full game, so.
Yeah, I mean, I think realistically, like we still have a long season ahead of us, and you know what I mean.
This is gonna be a problem by the end of the year. I'm telling you,
yeah.
People talking crazy right now because they're falling out, but shit. It's part of defense when you got. Well, yeah, he fouled out. What is he like out of the 3 games twice?
2 out of 3, yeah.
Yeah, 2 out of 3.
Yeah, he has 17 points and 14 turnovers. 14 fouls, I believe. So.
I like Simmons.
I do too. The Ben Simmons project will not work out for the Brooklyn Nets. How do you feel about this one?
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Hey,
you're crazy. How you gonna? What does Simmons do that won't fit? That he can't shoot, but he makes up for the defense that they've been missing for the past 2 years.
It says go guard number 1 through 5. Take him out the game.
Like, who's their best defender right now? They got Claxton. I don't know how good of a defensive player he is. Claxton. It might be Claxton. If not, people sleep on KD. KD's a pretty good defender. People are like, oh, KD, he's a pretty good defender. He's been a pretty good defender for the past 3 or 4 years, but people just want to act like he doesn't have any defense. Kyrie's perimeter defense is alright, but I just really feel like Ben Simmons is the best defender they have. Barring everybody else, and he brings that plus his ability to dish the ball with 2 of the best, stars in the league. I don't really see how you don't work out there. The only thing they got to figure out is what position he's going to stay at, how to circulate, and get a better coach. I'm sorry, Nash, you can't coach. I love you, Steve Nash. I do.
2 MVPs or not.
You can't coach, bro. You got to understand. You can't.
I think we mentioned this on the IBTE podcast. All great players can't coach.
It's a fact.
People be like, I played really good in the league. You can't coach, bro. It's okay. There's nothing wrong with not being able to coach. You just got to learn.
I don't know about that.
You think Steve Nash is a good coach?
Well, good players that are good coaches?
No, I'm just about Steve Nash in general.
Oh, yeah. I mean, maybe it's Steve Nash in general, but I mean, I would say, I don't know. I would say I do like a player coach. You know what I mean? A coach that's been a player. You know what I mean? Maybe not always. I think also you have to look at the situation. Steve Nash is coaching 2 superstars that don't really have to listen to him. You know what I mean? Like,
was there 3 of them right now in the league active? You got Kidd, Billups, and then Nash.
Nash, yeah.
All point guards.
Yeah.
Doc Rivers,
Curry, yeah.
We're not talking about Doc Rivers. That man's a choke job. Curry already admitted that Curry carried him throughout his first couple of years, and that's what, who wouldn't get carried by that,
No doubt, yeah. No, I get that.
Who wouldn't get carried by the greatest shooter of all time, and that he learned as he progressed. Obviously, now he knows, how to work with his team and they mesh well because of chemistry and time together. But there's not a lot of coaches that go for top of my head. I'm like, oh, he's a player coach, and I'm not saying. There's none, I'm just off the top of my head.
Becky Hammond, she won WNBA championship. You know what I mean? She played WNBA.
And she won it. Yep.
I mean, I mean, football is really where I like player coaches. Well, I mean, I think it's
Yeah, I need to get better at
they
football.
connect a little bit more than like you know what I mean, basketball personally. But
You saying head coaches or just assistant?
I like assistants as well as head coaches, but I do really like the head coaches that used to be former players.
Gotcha. Next one. The Wizards will be the sleeper team this year. Not a lot of people have the order on them, but they will be sneaky good.
I mean,
Kuzma will have some breakout games.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Bradley Beal will be Bradley Beal. Porzingis will do his
Top 5 offensive talent, Bradley Beal?
Apparently, just top. Was it top 5? You said.
You think this continues?
I can't meet Bradley Beal now because if you ever sees this, we have this conversation and it's like, it's no disrespect, big bro. I really do love your game. Just top 5 offensive talent. Top 5?
Nope.
There's nothing wrong with it.
It's an argument our host Elijah and he has almost every week.
About him being top 5? Who says he's top 5 and who says he isn't? Oh, he says he is top 5?
He's top 5 offensive talent.
Offensive,
if we just talk about offensive talent alone, there's so many people you can name.
Bag is crazy. Bag is crazy.
But I could easily name 5 people above him in just offensive talent.
That's true.
Yeah.
So we're saying no to the Wizards. We don't think they're actually, Maybe
I think you gotta see more.
Yeah.
You gotta see more.
I agree with that.
It's just too stat for anybody to really imagine them even making it anywhere far.
Could they be a player?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's about it. Maybe a first round exit if they really make a run. But
okay, so here's a very, very, very hot take. We might see if this actually happens. The Kings will have more wins than the Lakers this year.
Why? Y'all really are just
the Kings will what?
So badly. The Kings are the ones that's going to
take the most. Wait, hold on. The Kings was a bonus and down low. That's it.
Hey,
nah.
They got Aaron Fox, right?
No, I'm talking about just as a big. They ain't really. You got Fox and Herter. You got Fox, Herter, and then Sabonis.
And you got Keegan Murray as well.
Nobody cares.
Okay,
they're gonna probably tank and they're talking about the.
He's gonna start missing shots and his minutes gonna tank.
And then they got trade.
He's a rookie.
I'd throw one funny one in there just to see how we thought about it. I mean, it's possible. The way the Lakers are playing right now, they're both tied.
No, it's not possible. It's not possible at all.
I don't see the Kings being better than the Lakers.
Imagine that would be wild if that happened. But hey, it is what it is. Okay. Next one up. The Heat aren't championship contenders anymore. There's been a lot of downplay on the Heat's name recently with struggles. Is their championship window closed?
It's not closed. It's just a lot more. I feel like the Heat still box with the Celtics. Giannis I feel like Giannis is coming for heads this year. Like I really just. And I think that this year is going to be a battle of endurance. There's not going to be any sweeps in the East, in my personal opinion. I think all games are going to at least 6, maybe at least 5. At least 5, but definitely, in my opinion, 6 to 7. And if each series is a 6 to 7 game series back to back, there's no way that a team without good endurance is going to make it through that, right? And we saw that what happened with the Celtics, right? Jason Tatum, amazing player. He got drained by the time they got to the finals. And what was he really doing, when it came down to it? There wasn't much he could have done. Like one thing that people don't talk about with Steph Curry, he's probably the most conditioned player in the league, and that matters. Which is why he might fall off shooting, but he can go the entire playoffs and be completely fine. He can go the entire year playing and be completely fine. Like that's underrated, So I really think that the Heat will have to box a lot of people, and the only person I think that's really conditioned to do it is Jimmy. But can he really do it by himself now? Can Tyler Hero really step up and be that player that he wants to get?
It depends if he can step up. That's what
he's on the playoffs, though.
I know.
Yeah, I was gonna say Hero's starting now too. So
I feel like he can get bullied in the playoffs. That's just how I feel.
Yeah, I was about to say they had exposed. He had Duncan Robinson guarding the twos. It got real bad for them.
I feel bad. Danganronpa had a breakout playoff series, and now everybody just shitting on him. He can't play defense.
Did y'all hear him on the oh man, who's JJ Redick podcast when he's talking about like how he had to guard people and he was like, it was like affecting his game. Yeah, like it was affecting his game, which is why his minutes tanked and all that shit. It's crazy.
He's got like a mental thing too to his game, like when I forget, I think Butler was on there before him or whatever, and they were talking about how like he encourages him to shoot more. You know what I mean? And he doesn't want to like take up as many things. So, I mean, I don't know. I think that dynamic with that team is pretty hard because you're bringing in so many shooting guards. You know what I mean? So
if you yeah, that's true too.
I mean, but he's a second round pick that, like, you know what I mean? He's the bottom of the barrel. I don't mean to be like that, but like he's the bottom of the barrel that can get hot and hit every single three. You know what I mean? Like he's a 3-point specialist, right?
Is he still there?
Who?
Yeah, he just has
Duncan Robinson.
Restricted minutes. It feels like it's been a lot less minutes than before.
He's there, yeah.
I was about to say in the playoffs he is practically benched.
Right, I'd see
pretty much. Yeah, pretty much. He was just.
And that contract was crazy. Man,
he still needs to grow though too. Like, I mean, he was a second round pick, or was he not that great?
Probably second round.
I think he was a second round pick. Yeah, but he came from like a D3 school. You know what I mean? Like, he's not used to playing like D1 athletes. No, I think he played at Michigan.
I was about to say, but those days is over.
I know, but
you gotta fight. You gotta fight back out there.
Fight back.
I know. I'm just saying, but getting that weight room.
Strength training. Listen, get in the weight room. That's what Steph Curry did. Listen, Curry.
Yeah, you can see Curry. You can see Curry like
quietly got in the weight room for the past couple of years. It's like, you know what? I might not be the best defender, but I can definitely put the.
I'm about to have the Saints go sign Desmond Bain to go play cornerback or safety, bro.
That man just,
he out there swole.
He's too good to be
strongest shit shooting threes,
shooter, bro.
Right.
Yeah, him and John Morant both dropped 30 last night. I guess the Nets.
Hey.
I love John.
Grizzlies gonna be special. They're gonna be special.
John Morant.
Both of y'all love John Morant.
I like him.
Yeah.
Listen, he just reminds me of a Westbrook that could be better. Will he be? I don't know, but
he's got to develop that jump shot more. That's it.
Taller, better jump shot.
I was about to say if he gets a better.
He's been pretty good with the jump shot though. Like,
yeah,
maybe not the best.
Yeah, I mean, consistently.
If it's consistent, it's like Westbrook and AI had a baby.
Did you see?
That's what I would say.
Adams.
Steven Adams.
He took that towel from one of his teammates and was like,
"Oh yeah."
I love Steven Adams, man.
Put food on our table. God damn it!
Go respect him, my boy, man.
Any other NBA things we want to talk about before we head to the final segment?
What y'all think? This is gonna be one of my favorite players too to watch is DeJounte Murray and the Hawks. What y'all think about them?
I'm more of a Trae Young fan.
He's probably top 3 favorite player to watch.
Like
DeJounte Murray.
I love watching him. We have an NBA season parlay on him to average more than 18 points. So I love DeJounte Murray.
I was about to say my top 3 right now, the players to watch is him, Ja, and Bi. I like watching those 3.
I like Ja. I like this Damian Lillard who just it's one thing to see the stats, but it's another people have to watch Dame live on the screen. What he does is not normal. Like we see what Curry does. We know he's pulling up from deep. We know he's making space. Dame creates his shot creation. Is one of the best in the. I don't know how he does. Yo, as soon as I was watching the Lakers game live. Once that shot missed, I knew he was gonna hit that shit. Boop, boop, step back in the grip. It don't. Once it's out his hands, it's going in. Yeah. Unless it's because of him, it's going in. It's scary. But
if it's adversity, he doesn't miss.
The sleeper person that I want people to start watching though, that I kind of really enjoy watching is Bones Highland. That man.
Oh my!
He's so shifty.
He's good. Bones Highland. He's so good.
As hell, man.
With the Nuggets, the backup point.
You won't get to know him. Get to know that.
Philly boy, man. He literally plays like he's at a park and he's in the middle of an organized NBA basketball game.
Like
it's ridiculous.
And Jordan Poole, the way they play, it's scary.
they said they play like there's girls. Their girls came to the game.
Play like it's
funny.
and one, bro. I'm telling you.
He's out in the finals.
Yeah,
There's some girls on the court side. He's started going.
Moans be out there mixing people. It's bad. He making people fall. It's bad out there.
But yo, before we move on, shout out to my guy Cam. Man, yo, Cam Reddish came in the
Fight
game.
back. There you
Who
go.
are they facing? It was the Knicks versus
Was it the Magic?
Grizzlies.
No.
Grizzlies.
Yeah.
Yeah. He
I
came.
watched
He,
that
Oh,
game
first
live.
game of the season?
He brought them back.
in
You're watching that
with
game on?
His
Like that?
his finishing touch, crazy. His crossover's not crazy. Shoot, I'm like, why would y'all not play this, man? Like, come on, dog. Like, y'all gotta. Yeah. I don't know why. I don't. Maybe there's an internal thing I don't know about, but this for some reason, and maybe I don't follow him enough. I don't know why they're not playing that guy.
They cut him before the season and then re-signed him again before the season.
I don't know why. He's nasty.
Like, I don't know who runs the Knicks, but you're dumb. Like, I don't understand why you.
when I was at school, they were because I believe he's from Pennsylvania. They were talking about him when he was in high school, and they said Cam Reddish gonna be super elite, and then literally years later he went to Duke. I'm like, oh shit, like they wasn't kidding.
Yeah,
He playing with RJ and Zion too, so.
Yo, shout out to Zion, man. He just bullies grown men. He stays healthy, man. He's gonna be a problem.
Yeah. For me, some of the players, obviously Jason Tatum was one. A non-Celtics player, for me. One of me and Lawrence's favorite people to bet on, Mr. Tyrese Halliburton from the Indiana Pacers. Assists, rebounds, Mr. Triple-Double. He does it all. And no Malcolm Brogdon. I expect him to have a breakout year.
Don't ever call that man Mr. Triple-Double ever again. Yo. Don't disrespect my man.
Mr. Future Triple-Double.
Who?
This man called Tyrese Mr. Triple-Double.
Oh, no. He be selling. He be selling, man. I'm not going to lie to you. He be selling. Right? He be selling. Franz Wagner. I like the Magic. I like what the Magic got brewing over there. I like what they got. So it's gonna be tough to win, but they all trying to figure out what they want to do. But Paolo is good, man. He gets straight to a bucket.
Yes, sir.
He gets straight to a bucket.
Right, John. You got anyone? You have your eye on this season?
Yeah, I mean, I like Trae Young. I like Ja. I think someone I'm really going to be excited looking at, especially for the Pistons, is what's his face?
Jaden Ivey?
Jaden Ivey, that's what it is. Thank you. I was a big Jaden Ivey fan coming out of college. I watched him because, like,
he wanted the Knicks to draft him so badly.
So, like, he would play Rutgers, and I'd be watching this dude, and he'd just be lighting people up, and I'd be like, damn.
He played for Purdue, right?
Yeah. He looked
I remember him from
like Ja. He looked like, if there's any NBA player that looked like Ja, it was him. And like,
yep.
Hopefully, like, he does well in the NBA. Like, hopefully his rookie year is good. You know what I mean? So I'm rooting for him. I like RJ Barrett. I'm a Knicks fan, but I don't know. I agree with Cam Reddish. You need to give the guy way more time. You know what I mean? Like, the Knicks are done with that. Like, last year with Toppin, Vandal. Like, you need to give these younger guys more time. That's how we're going to start winning. You know what I mean? But you're going with
you know how stubborn Tom Thibodeau is as a coach.
Bro, it's just annoying at this point. Like,
defense.
Hey.
Yeah. I mean, hey, it's going to be good, but, like, you can't pass it around. You know what I mean? Yeah. Which, I mean, Brunson's – I was interested in watching him. I don't know. I need to watch that.
This year. That's all I do. He's been assisting well.
Jalen just got to get comfortable with that team for a little bit. I don't see him breaking out to like 30 games in, but he's gonna be he's one of the shiftiest players, man. Him. If you're looking for sleeper players that are really shifty, there's him, there's Darius Garland, there's Bones, there's Jordan. There's a lot of people that like will really catch you off guard with the way they move until you watch them play. It's crazy. Listen, look at Jalen. Turn on ISO highlights. I'm telling you.
Turn on Bones too.
Bones is disgusting.
Yeah, I will check out Bones. I will.
Bones is nice, man.
And he can shoot from deep. He can shoot
Listen, let Joker come off the court. It's his team. It's over.
Absolutely. So, any last things we want to touch on before we head to the final segment of the show? Last second. Hold the word. Gotcha. So, it's near Halloween season, a couple days. Next week will be officially November 1st, so we want to get the Halloween episode out of the way. In honor of that, we're going to do a little draft. All four of us will be drafting our favorite candies. Some of us might be upset about the choices. Some of us might be upset of the draft picks. So,
are we doing Halloween candy?
Just candy in general, because I feel like someone, there's there's a lot of different candies people might want for Halloween. So anything's on the limits. Fruit,
I'm telling y'all right now.
Et cetera, et
If
cetera.
y'all pick candy corn, I'm judging you.
That's
I'm just letting you know. that is
Corn?
bottom tier.
Candy corn is
Bottom,
terrible.
bottom tier. I'm gonna assume you eat candles if you eat candy corn.
I mean,
You
it's not horrible, but it's bad.
So how do we want to do this server team? Do we want to do it like same order every single time? How do we want to do this? I think we should just do regular, right? Okay, so I think we'll do me. Well, Walid.
Oh, you get to start?
Absolutely.
No way.
Nah, yeah, just do that. Yeah, just do that way. It's fine.
John,
That's fine.
I run this shit.
No, you just pick who I know. You don't pick from the get.
Why would I pick? Actually, no.
How many are we picking?
We'll do three.
Three?
Four?
Okay, three. Three is fine. Yeah, three
Right,
is fine.
so me, Walid, Lawrence, John.
Options.
So I'm gonna kick things off. I'm gonna go with one of my personal favorites. I'm gonna go with Twix. I'm gonna get off the boat early. One of my favorite candies of all time.
All right.
Walid, who we got?
I gotta go Snickers, man. I sleep on the Snickers, man.
Snickers. I do sleep on them.
Yeah, right.
I'm a Snickers guy.
For me, I'm going with Charleston Chew.
Okay.
Charles
Oh, found it back. All right.
Charleston Chew is one of my favorite candies.
Oh, damn, first round pick? Ooh. That might have been a Najee Harris pick, not gonna lie to you. That might have been a little while. That might have been Anthony.
I ain't go mainstream. I went with personal enjoyment. You feel me?
Hey, the Cavs personally enjoyed Anthony Bennett as well as their pick. So
Oh, jeez.
go ahead, John.
Oh man.
I'm gonna go with a bunch of crunch. Or
I
crunch.
wanted to say that as a joke to try to get off the board. Your reaction.
Look, I did a candy draft with somebody else, and somebody took Bunch of Crunch right in front of me. Like,
I know you said
did
that's
it,
what I would go to.
did it nasty? You know what I mean? Like, you ever like collude with somebody and like not have somebody know? He like let me know he colluded with somebody.
I'm gonna go with Reese's Pieces.
Oh yeah. We're
that's tough.
Wait,
Reese's
what did John get back to back?
Wait, are we?
No, what did you
He
say?
just went. Fuck it, just keep going.
I thought. Yeah, I was confused where we were going. I don't know.
You too.
I guess you're going forward and back, so I guess it's my turn. They took Reese's Pieces. That kind of hurt my feelings. Lifesavers gummies. Can't go wrong with that.
I had a feeling you were going there. And this one got on the trip a couple times. So would it be my turn and then John or John?
I don't know. I got skipped.
You did get skipped. Lawrence said, "Fuck it, it's my turn."
Like Reese's Pieces.
My fault.
No, it's all right. It's all right.
John, you can go. I'll go last for this one.
All right.
I'll be the good host. You know.
Thanks. I'll take a Hershey bar. Why not? I'll go.
All chocolate. For this one, my second pick, I'm gonna go another chocolate as well. I'm gonna go Kit Kats. The classic. So, also one of my top two snacks. So I'm gonna go with them. So then we'll go back to Walid, Lawrence, John, and then I'll finish it off.
M&M almonds, man, specifically, or peanuts, either one.
You can do peanut.
You can't go wrong with either one, but you can't. No basic M&Ms. You gotta have one of the.
Yep. Lawrence, here's your chance to choose one of those strawberry candies you find in old people's purses. Perfect opportunity for you.
Bro, don't sleep on those.
But
I'm gonna go with Laffy Taffy.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Laffy Taffy.
Yeah, that's a good.
Talk about the Stewart's, the cream shits.
Yeah.
Those are fire.
Yeah, he's bugging.
I'm about to say,
You can't find them in
you
stores no more.
went with Charleston Stew. I thought you were gonna go with Old Classic.
Bro, have you ever even had Charleston Chew?
No.
Okay. Oh, see, look at you. Look at you. Don't do that.
Back in my day, those hit like crazy.
Oh, wow.
Right before practice, I just had some like Marshawn Lynch with Skittles.
All right. The Skittles.
So what do you think I'm taking?
John, who you got?
What do you think I'm taking here, Phil? I'm gonna let Phil guess. I'm gonna tell him no.
Let's see. Damn.
You about to pick spearmint gum.
That's a big no. Let's go, Phil. Pick something. Come on.
Probably something. Oh, is it Sour Patch?
Yeah, it is Sour Patch Kids. Wow, you got it. Good for you. Well,
that was my closing pick.
I know.
Wait, what kind?
What? No, I got the whole.
Yeah, you can't do that. Can't do that.
Yeah, you don't get to just
because I kind of was gonna say the cookies and cream or the new cookies and cream Twix, but you said Twix.
Oh, yeah.
So you don't get to do that.
Fuck, I was gonna go with the watermelon patches.
Yeah, I know.
Damn.
Sucks up.
What you got?
I thought you thought I was gonna do M&M's because I told you before I was going all chocolate, but then I went Sour Patch Kids. Sorry about that.
Yeah, because I knew. See, I actually chose Bunch of Crunch first.
I know.
Fuck. You know what? I'm gonna go with a personal favorite. It's not chocolate. It's more fruit-based candy. I'm gonna go with the Mambas. The one that came in the white package. The fruit.
That was. I literally was picking between Mambas. That's a hood classic. That's a hood classic right there. That's corner store right there. That's not even mainstream. You feel me?
It's one of my go-tos. I got
now or later's.
Oh yeah, man, they used to be $10 for $1. I don't even know how much they are anymore.
They probably like $2-3 now. Something crazy.
Absolutely. Do we want to go one last round, or we want to end it here? Up to you guys. I'm having fun drafting this. Do we have anything?
I don't want to eat candy like that no more. The only candy I consistently eat is Lifesavers. That's the only one. If I'm drunk, I got Lifesavers somewhere. I don't know where. I got it.
So there's someone on the counter.
Every time. If I see them.
What about you?
For my last pick, honorable mention is probably gonna be the Twizzler pull-aparts.
Ooh.
Twizzler pull-aparts.
I hate Twizzlers, but I'm gonna respect it. It's not candy corn. I can live with it.
Yeah.
It's not candy corn.
It's the string Twizzlers where you can kind of pull it apart. I like it better than the other one.
Okay. John, who we got?
My honorable mention. I'm gonna go M&M's.
Oh, wait,
you know M&M's, so it doesn't count.
Yeah, so
yeah.
I mean, technically, I don't. You can have the regular, I guess, because I don't.
Oh, can I? That's the ones I want. You know what I mean? I just want the regular.
Well, did you choose your final one? Was it the no? You choose Lifesavers, right?
I don't even know what to pick. I really don't like all the candies I eat. But nobody pick a Reese's Pieces. That's a low key sleeper. I'll take the Reese's Pieces. If it wasn't that, I'd take Jolly Ranchers.
No, I was about to say I pick Reese's Pieces.
I mean regular Reese's Cups.
Oh, Reese's Cups. Yeah.
Cups different.
Yeah, those are that's.
If you don't have drinks, I mean,
you go 911.
Need a drink after that.
The candy version of a Popeye's biscuit. You need something.
That's right.
I never heard that one before. Oh
that's
man.
It is.
The candy version of a Popeye's biscuit.
My last one, honorable mention before I head out. I'm gonna go Airheads. I'm gonna keep it.
Okay, classy. Okay.
Gummy version, the twistable versions, this big version, whatever you want to call it. As in general, I think my favorite one is probably blue. The blue favorite ones.
Not a red can.
I
don't know if I can trust you now. Say blue. The fuck? Blue Airheads over a red Airheads? Come on now.
Yes.
A cherry classic? I'm just saying.
Okay, so that has been our little draft. And with that being said, it's time to wrap up the show. Last words from everybody?
Russell Westbrook will make a return, I believe.
Coming soon.
Yeah, I got cooked on Twitter recently, man, for trying to defend that.
I saw that actually.
It was bad. I was like, I just had to mute it. I was like, fuck it.
I saw that one comment. It's like,
wait.
With that contract.
You went viral?
Not viral.
Oh,
I just got cooked. If I went viral, I would have deleted mine. Nah. Basically, I was trying to, because he had a good defensive game. He shot 1 for 11. No, I get it. But I feel like he
offensive.
Listen, I was so good at defending this man until he took that last shot. There was no excuse.
That was bad.
At all. I was like, there's no way he's taking that shot. No way. I'm like, I almost turned off my TV, but I had to see it through. I regretted it, but I had to see it through.
Dave for 3, bang! Right after. Fight back, Russell Westbrook.
Yeah, I was about to say his documentary. He kind of like, I see why the way he is. If you get a chance to watch that, like he feels like everybody's against him. Like that's what the aura of the movie was pretty much.
Damn.
And it talks about all the way back to college and everything, like how everything was against him and all that.
everyone. I think a lot of people prefer Darren Collison over him than the years too.
Yeah, he was at UCLA with Kevin Love too.
Right. Okay. John, what you got for final words?
I'm excited to see what the Jets do with James Robinson. I thought that trade it happened fast and it was out of the blue. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm excited, but I'm not excited. Do you know what I mean? I don't know if you get that feeling. Like, do you think James Robinson's going to show up in New York and be good, or do you think he's going to be trash? That's my question.
Coming
I'm
off,
hoping trash because he's a Jet.
he played. He has some quality games already. He's got about 3-4 good games.
He does. He does.
But he's been hurt. He's had soreness the last two weeks, so that's not a good sign. But y'all traded for him, so y'all must have got some good words from the doctor. So,
Facts.
Right. Lawrence, special guest. What we got?
oh man, since we kind of finished with NBA, I want to go to a Nets or a Knicks game pretty soon. Hopefully, it's a good matchup. I want to try to go to a game because it's the closest game to us.
Oh, yeah.
I'll fly.
I was talking about Knicks. Sorry.
I play either. They got superstars on there.
Kyrie's box office. Got to go see Kyrie.
Yeah, they got star power in the Knicks too.
They got. You ever seen Derrick Rose? Come on.
He said, "Derrick Rose, Lord have mercy."
I meant
Exactly.
Derrick Rose.
Point guard. And better from there. Let me just
Your
tell
first player was Derrick Rose.
I mean,
RJ Barrett.
You got RJ Barrett. You got Randall.
RJ Barrett. He doesn't sell it for me, man.
Let me tell you.
With all three of them, that's enough star power for me to go spend money on a ticket to go watch.
Well, it's
They
just a lot.
better be playing someone star-studded.
I only want to see Jalen Brunson in person, to be honest, out of everybody on that team.
They better be playing against Hookah Luka.
The Knicks are expensive.
Hookah Luka.
The Nets aren't as much expensive, right? Am I right about that?
Yeah,
For now.
Of course.
Nah, it's like that's how it's gonna be. No offense, I don't mean to be like that, but
I mean, yeah, obviously the Knicks may, not be as good as everyone wants them to be, but it's still one of the best basketball areas to be around, influence-wise, history-wise. So obviously they're going to make that, those tickets more expensive. Because,
it might not
be getting
for much longer.
Yeah, you may not be getting good basketball, but you're getting good culture. So classic Knicks. Okay. For me, hey, another good week, Ball Central. Shout out to Lawrence. We had John on the IBTE Sports podcast a couple weeks ago. Wouldn't it be right to have Lawrence on the show this week? So, hey, hit him up. We needed some replacement hosts this week. Lawrence came through, so appreciate him for everything he's done for not only Ball Central, but for everything involved in this process as well. He's been a huge help and a great person to listen to advice from. So shout out to that man, Mr. Kid Adidas 26. Shout out to him.
Appreciate y'all, man.
And also, down below, make sure you check the link. IBT Network, YouTube will be down there. Just make sure you got to show them as much love as you can, because I'm pretty sure we're beating them in the pick'em. So we want to be as nice to them as possible. So shout out John, Elijah, Akeem.
Oh boy!
Shout out! Hey, I'm at the building.
so their link will be down. Their YouTube link will be down below, and I'll tag their Instagram, Twitter, Facebook as well. I heard they have a pretty good intern doing all that stuff for them. So shout out the IBT Sports. So with that being said, Ball Central Podcast, YouTube, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Anchor. You can see all our beautiful faces on Spotify and YouTube. It has been another week, and thank you for tuning in. We are out.